What's up, people? I go by the name of DJ Dreamer 524, and this is Cinematic Talk. Cinematic. I don't know why I said it like that. Yo, that's so funny.
Classic.
This is Cinematic Talk, Ep.05. I got Andre and I got Brad here, aka Dre and Rockstar 801. We have a nice show today. It's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about, a lot of stuff in the news. For the most part, I feel like before we start, I'm just saying I feel like the theaters are going to be opening up more, and we're going to get more and more people out in the theaters. So sooner or later, we're going to have probably watch parties where we invite people to come down and watch parties with us. I don't know. I'm just thinking in the future we can do that. But yeah, for the most, so let's just start. Let's start. The first thing up that the movie that we only have one movie we're reviewing this week, and that movie is Nobody. This movie was recommended to me from 801 Rockstar 801, and I think that this movie was dope. What do you guys think about it? Like, what do you before we go into like scenes and stuff, what did you guys think about this movie?
I thought it was a great movie. It was kind of out of control of a dad being an old what was he, the auctioneer for the CIA?
The auditor.
Yeah. The last man. That's the last man you want to show up to your door.
Yeah, and it was like it kind of reminded me of like a John Wick story, like how in the first John Wick, they didn't know who the fuck they were messing with. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know who they were messing with, and they just like stepped into some shit that was gonna like, you know. But overall, this guy, I forgot his name, but he is a good actor.
Oh, Bob Odenkirk. There goes.
Yeah.
When you see me stumbling about these actors' names, just know that Andre's right there to back me up with the name, because I had no idea what this guy's name. I was just gonna call him Saul. I was gonna call him Saul. But at the end of the day, this movie was really good. I felt like the way it was filmed was pretty cool too, and the soundtrack was great. The soundtrack was
the soundtrack a lot.
Yeah, I really like how they did the soundtrack. You think they're building this up for a part 2?
I don't know. I think this was a one-off.
Not only do I think there's going to be a sequel, but I think there's like a little nod to John Wick where it might be in the same universe because it's the same writer.
Oh, really?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
Same
screenwriter as John Wick.
Same screenwriter as John Wick. Okay. Oh, imagine that if he's in the same goddamn universe, and then he
bring him back in the agency, send him after Wick.
Yeah, and then what is that? What's that place where they go? The hotel,
the Continental.
The Continental. You show up at the Continental. Because this guy, he was kicking ass though. But what did y'all think? What did y'all think about RZA? RZA's acting chops in this one.
Well, he was supposed to be his
half brother.
Mm-hmm. But he played like a good role because he was like that guardian in his ear trying to tell him, yo, sometimes you just gotta chill, just sit back, let this blow over.
Yeah.
And now he wanted to do what he wanted to do, so RZA had to step in to help him as he always do, as he said.
I was kind of hyped. On when I saw him team up when they teamed up with each other. I was like, okay.
You know who I was really more hyped for? Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
Lloyd
was so badass in this.
He was a badass. I love that scene, Andre. I wanted to talk to you about that scene when they came in the room and he had his back turned. You know, I don't want to bring it up here, but
oh God, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's like. But anyways, honestly speaking, it was done well. It was filmed right. Storyline was pretty cool. Imagine this: if it really isn't a John Wick universe, it would be crazy. I mean, but John Wick is gonna kick his ass. I don't care what anybody say. John Wick.
Nobody can kill John Wick.
Nah, John Wick is no.
It's been proven nobody can.
What happened?
It's been proven nobody can kill John Wick.
Hey, John Wick, nah. Nobody's messing with my boy John. Nah. Nobody's messing with him. But
is nobody messing with him, or is nobody messing with him?
Keep that pun in there. I love it. But listen, for real, I think this actor, he showed, because I never seen him act like this. Like, this is a new role that I see him playing. He really looked menacing in this when he got mad, you know? He really did.
He's one of those actors that, like, he's so more known for like comedic parts, like on Better Call Saul, but then to see him play something like this is kind of like, it almost fits natural to make it like a not so serious version of John Wick and Taken, but it's this guy, and you don't expect him to be a threat until he actually like starts kicking your ass.
Yeah, unexpectedly. Oh my god,
the bus scene was out of control.
The bus scene was crazy.
And
it's slitting the guy's throat and putting the straw in it so you can breathe out.
Oh man, because he didn't really.
He got thrown out the bus, and you thought it was over, and then he told the bus driver, "Wait a minute, give me 1 second." And went back in the bus.
I'm not done. It's like he went to, because he went to get his chops. Oh yeah, by the way, guys. By the way, spoiler alert. I should have said. Always
like spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I got it. Oh man. But hey, if you're watching this, you know we're gonna review the damn thing. But yeah, spoiler alert. But the movies is really good. I think that they have another character on their hand where they can do multiple iterations of it. But Brad, why do you feel like it's gonna it's a one-off?
Because I thought it was just one of those gangbuster movies that was just like, we're gonna put everything into this. This is some hot shit, and see you later. Like that's it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they do it when they don't have a budget to do the next one, but it looks like this had like a little following, and they didn't release it on any streaming services, so it went straight to the theater.
It did. It went straight to the
money. I think it did one of the highest grosses post-pandemic.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things in this one. So, and I mean, do we say it's an all-star cast? RZA, Christopher Lloyd, and this guy? Not all-star really, but it's
really like a one-man vehicle, I think.
Yeah. Because it
was just a pleasure.
They had a post-credit. You saw the post-credit?
No,
I did not see the post-credit. I didn't know there was one.
Post-credit.
I don't know if it was a post-credit or not, but they would Christopher Lloyd and RZA was driving in the truck. I didn't see that part.
No,
I think I did see that part.
Well, there's a scene where Christopher Lloyd and RZA was driving in a truck, and it basically Christopher Lloyd was like, "Why didn't we just take the plane?" And then RZA was like, "With all of this." And then Christopher Lloyd looked in the back of the truck, and you see nothing but guns. And then they were like, "Oh, okay, we can't take the plane." And then they just was driving off. It was just like one of those. They just threw it in there. I should have played the clip, but I'm not prepared, so I can't.
It's gonna be like a Back to the Future nod.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but they got a good one. So on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you give it, Andre?
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, just because there's some dry spots near the end. But other than that, I enjoyed it.
What about you, B-Rad?
I will also give it a 7 out of 10 because it started off leaving you clueless, but then it got to the juicy parts where it got to the middle of the movie.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 also. Usually I go a little bit above y'all, but it was a solid 7 out of 10. So
it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it.
It's fun.
Yeah, we recommend this one, guys. Watch it. It's pretty good, even though we spoiled the shit out of it. But yeah,
a lot of people should have seen it by now.
Yeah, But you know what? Just because it's in the theater and a lot of people are not going to the theater, that's why they probably won't see it. You know what I'm saying? So
they bootleg.
a lot of people might. A lot of people might. But yeah. All right. So moving on. That was the only film that we're gonna review this week. We due to me because I didn't watch some stuff, and I know I'm really bad at that, but I'm trying to find time.
Damn.
And because of this show is making me realize how much stuff I'm not watching, and I'm happy about that because I love watching stuff and breaking it down. All right, moving on to the first thing in the news. We have Seth Rogen no longer working with James Franco. Okay, Andre, you take that away a little bit for the backstory, and then I could give you my thing.
So Seth Rogen did an interview recently where he's basically saying that because of all these sexual allegations from the Me Too movement towards James Franco that have come out in the last, I think, 2 or 3 years, he's no longer going to be doing any films with him or any kind of events. And it's not just professional strain, it's a personal strain too, because he's like looking back at some things like some joke they did when they hosted Saturday Night Live a few years ago that he's now uncomfortable about, that I think was related to sexual harassment. And so I think Seth Rogen is in a place where he's trying to clean up his act a little bit. And Franco is just, he's on the defensive side about his situation, but it's not looking good for him.
It's one of those things where it's like, you grow up you grow up and you realize what you did in your past. You're not really that same person. But for the most part, I hope that they can fix this and don't just cancel James Franco, because he's a good actor. Like, try to let's there should be a way to fix this without just canceling him and not like acting like he's radioactive. Like there should be a way that they could come together and fix it, because it's like when you do that, you start to lose big names like that are like really great actors that bring that gravitas to the movie. Like for them,
you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it?
Say what you said.
Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it?
Is it worth it to what? Cancel them, or is it worth it to?
Is it worth it to not cancel them just because they're good actors?
It depends. It depends on it depends on what they did. It depends on what they did. Like I'm not here to say use your status to get women in bed. I'm just saying let's see if there's a way that you can fix something like that, because at the end of the day, like he maybe he just needs to be, he needs a chance to prove himself, to redeem himself. A lot of times we just write them off. Oh, you did that bad. Nah, it doesn't work that way. At least if it depends on how egregious the offense is. To me, if he was just trying to get with girls, men are going to try to get with girls. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's good what he did, but men we're programmed to try to talk to women and use what we have. But when something like what he did, it's really, it's bad. If what you're saying that it was something that he tried to use his status to get women in bed, right, right, Dre?
That's basically what it is. Yeah,
and at the end of the day, this is what that's what men do. Men do that, but it's like in the workplace, I understand that you shouldn't do it, but when you think about it, like, give him a warning. Say that like if there's anything else that happened, like now he has to be on his P's and Q's. Give him a but just to say I'm not gonna work with him, and it doesn't look like unless they had an intervention already, and they
yeah, it depends on what the details are, but you can't be mad at Seth Rogen for trying to save himself.
No. Obviously, he has to save himself, but to say that he'll never work with him again, and
that was harsh.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I hear you.
So it makes you think that it was probably something bigger than what we know.
Because
that's possible.
Yeah, probably. Because wasn't there something with Tarantino back when this whole thing started? No, not Tarantino. Tarantino was trying to big trying to talk good for what's the number one Me Too guy in Hollywood, that old guy from the films. What's his name?
Dustin Hoffman?
No, not Dustin Hoffman. The guy that owns the movie theater. Not the
Oh, Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. And when this happened, I remember at the time Tarantino was saying, "Oh, he's not that bad of a guy. We have to see it." But it was so much people that came out against Harvey Weinstein. It was like,
It was
really? Really? It's not an isolated incident. It seems like this is something that he's been doing since he got in the industry. So it's like,
true. And I know people that are in the
too
industry that can confirm that stuff was happening before all
Right.
the Me Too happened.
right. So I mean, stuff like that, you could just look at this guy and say, "Oh, he looks like a predator. He looks like a creep." But like, I mean, maybe James Franco is in that realm, but I don't. Maybe not. But let's see first. Because some of this stuff is redeemable, but we just write them off. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to say on that. I don't want to go too hard.
The
because
best way to
people
put it is take the allegations seriously until the facts come out.
Right, because people lie. There are liars in the world. There are liars. There are people that would say something just because they know the ramifications that come with it. It's like they hold the bullets. But anyways, moving on to somebody else that's in the same water. That's in the same water. We're going to Joss Whedon threat Gal Gadot's.
the mutant enemy Whedon.
Okay. Andre, give me the backstory for this one.
Okay, so Ray Fisher, who played Cyborg, we know he wrote a whole piece in I think it was in Variety or Hollywood Reporter. Way back, talking about the experience of Justice League, and Gal Gadot was brought up as somebody that had some issues with Whedon, and she just elaborated more about it in a recent interview with the Israeli press, where she basically said that there was a particular incident that I think involved some direction that he wanted to give her that she felt was out of character for Wonder Woman. Some suspect it was to make her more aggressive, more sexual, whatever the case may be. She didn't want to do it based on the way she already played the part in her standalone film. So Whedon allegedly threatened her career because of that lack of direction, and then made some disparaging remarks about Patty Jenkins, who directed Wonder Woman. So Gal Gadot took it to the head of WarnerMedia, supposedly had it handled, and pretty much Whedon's on the shit end of Hollywood now.
I mean, like in our pre-show in our meeting, we were talking about this, and we were talking about how what is his resume? What does he have under his belt to make him feel like he has the biggest dick in the world and he can swing it around anywhere? You know what I'm saying? What makes him feel that way? And honestly speaking, I think it's the Marvel movies that because it was the first team up Marvel movie. The first Avengers. I think that's what he really holds as, I know comics and you listen to me. I think that he's toxic, and that's just my opinion on the guy. I don't know him personally, but just as far as what was been said, I just think that with him, it's like if you see smoke and you smell smoke, there's got to be fire. Like like a lot of people saying it's coming from left and right, and not. At first, I thought it was a racial thing because of Ray Fisher, but then it's like then it's Gal saying something, and then I remember even the girl that played Buffy had came out and said that it was really hard to work with him on the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, a number of actors from Buffy have come out and said that he was difficult.
Yeah, she did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she came out. So this is something that Hollywood has been sweeping under the rug for the longest, because of the fact that that's kind of like how the town was built, the director's couch, and just being super prejudiced towards certain people. And I think
So,
Josh,
people that don't know who Gal Gadot is, that is the fine young woman that plays in Wonder Woman and Justice League, Batman versus Superman, and the Wonder Woman 1984 movie.
exactly. And I mean, let's I'm not trying to get at her. She's not the best actress. She's not like Meryl Streep, but she is, she has a presence on screen when she's
And she's a role
directed right.
model.
Yeah, she's a role model. She basically, she really, at first I was on the fence of them casting her for Wonder Woman, but I think that she kind of filled the shoes a little bit. With the exception of that
movie, she nailed it. Especially that first movie, she nailed it. She nailed it.
The second one is the one.
Especially coming from the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, right. I think Gal Gadot is one of those actresses who's as good as whoever her director is. Because Fast and Furious, I thought she was terrible. She just was eye candy. But when you put her as Wonder Woman and she's working with like Zack Snyder or Patty Jenkins, you see something come out. Like there is some talent there.
She also needs a good supporting actor though. She works better with somebody else that has the acting chops, So I think that she's give her time. I know she has another movie on the horizon. I don't know what's the name. I saw a trailer. I saw
some heist movie with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds is going to Netflix.
Yeah. So we'll see. That should be good because those are two actors that we know will hold it down with her. But
and she reminds me of a young Famke Jensen that played Jean Grey in the X-Men movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. She's good. She's good. I mean, like I said, her acting is not superb, but it's decent when she's directed right. But sorry that she had to go through that with this asshole. This guy is this guy. I don't know. I mean, for a studio to work with him right now, you did tell me that he's a part of the Nevers. He's a part of the Nevers. It was his thing
on HBO Max right now.
I don't know, but like I'm not gonna like I was just talking about James Franco and give him a chance. I was on a give him a chance thing, but I don't know. Like, see, I don't know a lot about what James Franco did, so I'm saying give him a chance first. But it seems like this guy, Josh Whedon, or whatever the hell his name is, it seems like,
yeah,
seems like there's a lot going on here.
He's not Spielberg.
No, he's not. I mean,
he's doing too much.
And the thing about this, and I'm gonna be very honest, with me doing this show, I don't want to be burning any bridges and people who like Josh and stuff like that. And I do want to break into the entertainment industry, but it's like you got to call it what it is. Sometimes you got to call it what it is. This guy, it's terrible, and it's not like there's anybody that's like really anybody who's reputable that's like really taking his side. But all right, that's enough about that. Moving on to the next topic. Dave Bautista says Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will be his last. Okay, so we all know that James Gunn had got fired from this franchise because of something that he said disparaging back in the day on Twitter. He was joking, and Disney got him off. And at that time, I remember they was having like some type of like campaign or rally to keep him on. And Dave Bautista was like at the forefront of it, saying that if he doesn't come back, I'm not gonna be on board with this. I think that the writing was on the wall when this happened, and he just wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? From there, even though, but I think that because he knows how big the role is and the fandom for it, he still rock with it. And when they got back James Gunn, I think that was just helping. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things that it's like I could see why, and he has a lot of other stuff on his belt he's working with. It's not like gonna be out of work, But
Drax doesn't have that much of a role in the MCU as it is. I mean, he's just really just background comedic character in Guardians of the Galaxy now.
And yeah, he definitely feels that his character hasn't been used to the fullest extent. Like, he's Drax the Destroyer, and he feels like
Right.
the Destroyer part of his character has not really been unleashed yet. So I think it's a combination of that, and we know James Gunn, this would be his last Guardians movie. And also, Batista's getting a lot of work. I mean, he's on the verge of being another Rock. So, he's working with Snyder now. He's working on the Dune reboot. Like, he's got a lot going on where he could just move on from Marvel now.
Yeah, he's a decorated, not decorated. I gotta watch my words and say decorated.
He's not Oscar worthy.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's showing his acting chops. He really. It's not like I get mad when I see him on on the screen.
He's doing good. What is he in the new Dawn of the Dead movie?
Yeah.
So, and that's definitely gonna have some sequels to it.
Yeah,
and it's a full-on lead role for him.
Yeah.
And he's a perfect person to play as that role. You see his versatility in some of the movies.
Oh, look at this photo right here. They got him. If he would have played, he could have played Bane. He could have played Bane, right?
He's got the voice for it.
Yeah, he has the size too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the size for it. So, and he's the reason why this guy, what's his name, changed, started to work out, right? This guy that's gonna be in Eternals. They said that they did that film together where it was like
Stuber.
Yeah, Stuber. And when they
see that.
No, I didn't see it either, but I had basically watched something, and they said I watched like a thing with that guy, and he said that he's the reason why he started to get thing, and because he's gonna do the Marvel Eternals, but that's dope though. But Dave Bautista is gonna be good. I would he came a long way from wrestling, WWE, and if he comes out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's not like we're gonna be like, oh my gosh,
It's not like a Tony Stark situation.
Right. It's something that he can go on. I mean, the Drax character, they're not gonna do their own Drax story.
We had fun, Drax.
And if they do a Drax story, they could do a young Drax and show us something. They could cast somebody else to play a young version of him. So
it would have been cool for them to do like a little Disney spinoff with Drax and Mantis. That would have been like
cool. That would be good. That would be dope. That would be dope. I'm not gonna lie. I like Mantis.
They're the most two underused characters in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. Okay, moving on to the next one. This guy's name is in here too.
This guy?
Yeah, Mr. Bautista. He's in here. He's in the next thing we're gonna say.
Yes.
Okay, Janellle Monae, and Dave Bautista and Edward Norton joining the cast of Knives Out 2. Andre, take the floor.
So I know you didn't get to see Knives Out, but that was like the big mystery whodunit ensemble led by Daniel Craig.
Yeah, with your boy from what's his name, Chris Evans, right?
Yeah. And so now there's going to be a series of these movies that are going to be on Netflix under the direction of Rian Johnson, who did The Last Jedi. I think they're shooting in Greece for this one, so it's going to be a big budget, franchise for Rian Johnson and Netflix.
I mean, I like those type of movies. I didn't see it, but I know I like those type of clue-based movies where you got to figure out who did what. You know, it seemed like it was a good movie.
Not only was it a great movie, but it had a fantastic all-star cast.
Yeah, that was an all-star cast, right? That was an all-star cast. I definitely want to watch it. You guys got to give me homework.
It's high acquired taste.
Yeah, I gotta watch some stuff, because some stuff, you know, I watch and kind of get the gist of it. I know it's gonna be good, and it's like I hold a lot of stuff in the bank. This too, you know that I do that on purpose, because sometimes you're like, what to watch, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I never saw that one, and then you could just go and watch it on your downtime. So that's why I hold a lot of things that I don't go rush and watch right away. But seeing as I'm a what am I here, right? I don't know who I am right now talking about movies and stuff like this, but seeing as I have this seat right now, I know I definitely have to watch it, and I've been dropping the ball.
Bro, I'm like, if they were in the MCU and they have another movie, I'm giving them a chance just to see what they can do outside the MCU.
Say it again.
I said most of these characters that are in the MCU, when they have like solo movies or other projects that they're doing, I usually give them a shot just to see what kind of acting they do other than the character.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, Chris Evans is a good actor, period, you know. But yeah, you're right.
He is. He's the reason I watched that movie Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer was good, right? I saw that one. That could be a retro review, right?
Yeah, and then look, it ended up becoming a series now.
Yeah, I know. We could talk about retro. That as a retro. We got to put that on the list. Because I have a theory with that one too. I have a theory behind that movie. All right, moving on. That was good. This movie should be this series of movies. You said it's going to end up being a series, Andre, but it should be good. I think that Janellle Monae is a good actress that basically, you know, she needs more stuff under her belt so we can see her full acting chops. But you know, I think that is something there with her too. It was rumored a while back that she was going to play Storm.
I could see it.
Yeah, she could be Storm. She could be Storm if she has the right accent. You know, the accent is everything too. It's not like how Halle Berry did it and just didn't have an accent. She didn't have the accent. She just said, "Fuck this, I ain't doing no accent."
I'm like a high-paid actress. I don't need to do accents.
Yeah, it was like, but if she could do the accent, they could work her into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It would be good. She's very beautiful, and basically she probably would do it. But all right, moving on to the next one.
Hold up. Shang-Chi
and the Eternals might not get released in China. Listen,
China, why you hating? Why you hating China?
listen. I feel that because we're American, we shouldn't really care. If we're making American movies,
I'm sitting here eating my popcorn. I'm watching.
Huh?
I'm be sitting here eating my popcorn, talking about I'm watching this.
Yo, I mean, like, not to say that we shouldn't care. That was kind of harsh on me saying. I mean, it should be a movie that everybody can see, but it's one of those things. Like, yo, like when you're making art, do you make it so everybody can like it, or you just making art? You're making art. You're making it, and you gotta. People now see the art, and you can interpret it how you want. Now they have all these different restrictions and stuff that they have for the movies out in China. It's making it harder for us to jump through the hoops to make these movies sit right over there. I feel like Shang-Chi and Eternals are going to be big movies, and if they're not in China, it may hurt the dollar. But
that's what it is.
Yeah, it may hurt the dollar, but dog. I mean, these characters were made in the USA. You know, like if they're appropriating stuff, I kind of understand why they should change it. But if they're not appropriating stuff and it's just true to the story, then yo, if y'all don't want to watch it, y'all don't want to have this on. All right. So before I go far, because I'm going on a tangent, Andre, why is it not being released?
It's just the Chinese government. It's basically that they're worried that both movies are going to be stereotypical, that there's some deep-rooted things about like Fu Manchu and Shang-Chi, that might be something that they don't want to touch upon. Supernatural elements, like they're not big on like stuff involving ghosts and those things that freak people out in China. But then also Chloe Zhao, who's doing Eternals, she has like I think some nationalism, political stances that they're not really thrilled about. So like even when No Man Land came out, they sort of like tried to shut her out. They didn't want to talk about her involvement or her success. It's a lot of political shit that
and that's the thing. Like so this is an American export, right? We would say this is an export from America,
right?
And we're going into their region with our stuff. Now, do we say, oh, what you make over there can't be played over here? We don't have no real restrictions on what they, So now
everything.
Excuse me, because we watch everything, right?
Yeah.
And that goes against like our beliefs and freedom of speech and stuff like that. Now we're censoring ourselves for them to accept it at the expense of making the movie true to the origin story. I mean, listen, all right. I mean, I'll probably be mad if I was living in China and say, damn, I can't see this. But you could use a VPN and there you go. You can probably watch it. I mean, but even though I hear the Chinese government is kind of harsh on VPNs, but
the Chinese government also doesn't like being stereotyped as martial artists.
Yeah. It's such a slippery slope with that, right? It's like it is what it is. Like I hear you.
Yeah, because they tried to put out Mulan, and that was supposed to be like the beauty of the culture, and then they just completely rejected it over there.
Yeah, what do we got to do? We got to have a Chinese official on set, like.
I think there are official sets
for real.
Oh, I think so.
I think there has to be.
Who do you think is bankrolling this stuff now? Like when you watch a Mission Impossible movie, you see like the Chinese logos before it starts.
Yeah.
Who do you think is paying for Tom Cruise's salary now?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy because you see then that makes me think about like how they not appropriate. Yeah, but they do. Sometimes they appropriate Black culture. Do we have Black consultants there saying, "Oh, you can't do this. You can't do." No, we don't. Like it's like it. This is too deep for me. All right, so if it's not in China, it's not in China. Seriously, if it's not in China, it's not in China. And it's like one of those things. Like if they want to see it, jump on that plane. Jump on that plane. Get your passport.
Get vaccinated.
Yeah, get vaccinated. Come through. We,
jump on the plane, guys.
Come through. I bet you by that time we're gonna have seats in the theater for you. So. Hey, if you want to see, come through. That's what I gotta say. Come through to the USA.
Just get vaccinated first.
Yeah, pull up. That's what I'm saying. Pull up to the US of A.
We're giving out free tickets to Shang-Chi with every vaccination.
Oh boy.
Some places are giving out like $1 million if you get vaccinated.
Yeah, I saw that. Put a lot of
Ohio.
Yeah, they're going in. They're going in now. They're going in. All right, so moving on to the next one, the last thing in the news section, we got the Suicide Squad confirmed for R rating, a hard R rating.
Yes, a very hard R rating.
Very hard. For the most part, when you say a comic book movie is R rated, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting
not a foul language or rear nudity.
I'm expecting everything that Deadpool throws at me. I'm expecting it in a movie with an R rating.
And this is James,
takes it to the limit.
And this is from the mind of James Gunn, so it should be good. Like the R rating is making me want to see it even more. I think
up the stakes on it.
Yeah, like look at the history of R-rated comic book movies. We got Logan, we got Deadpool, we got Joker. These are all Blade. All of these are R-rated. They're all good. You know, we want to see these characters with the blood. We want to see these characters.
If you go PG-13 with some of these characters, you stuff yourself inside of a box. You can't use blood. You can only use certain foul languages.
And with the R rating, you get what? You get to say fuck like 3 times, Andre?
Murder.
I think you say it like once or twice, and it's still PG-13. But you say it multiple times, it's R.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey. Because didn't they drop like a what did they drop in what did they drop the F-bomb or the in Avengers? No, not Avengers. Avengers 2? And then so it was like Cap was like watch your mouth or something like that.
No, that wasn't F-bomb. Somebody said like holy shit.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. So nobody said nobody had an F-bomb. Oh, it was
only like in Spider-Man. But they would cut to the next scene before it happened.
Oh, yeah. She said, "What the?" Yeah. When she realized when Aunt May
and they did again in Far From Home.
Yeah. All right. Well, honestly, I think Suicide Squad should be the second trailer I saw. I liked it. The first one I didn't. Andre was like he liked the first trailer.
The R rating alone made it more exciting to go see now.
Well,
I wasn't really excited to go see it, but the R rating is like,
and what
this might be some shit.
When is it coming to HBO Max?
August,
right? And in the theaters as well. Some of these I want to see in the theater, but I'm not fiended out. The only thing that I'm going to see in the theater right now is Black Widow. I'm going to see that in the theater. And
it's a must.
Yeah, it's a must. But Suicide Squad. I mean, I hope it should be good. It should.
You got King Shark. I think it's gonna be good.
You like King Shark. You do. King Shark is cool.
He's gonna steal the show.
King Shark is cool.
He's going to steal the show, I'm telling you.
But who and is James Gunn's brother that's playing that role?
No, it's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
That's funny.
Seems like James Gunn and Sylvester Stallone have like a relationship as like they're cool with each other, because wasn't Sylvester Stallone in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, he was the leader of the Ravagers, which they should do a spinoff of that.
Yeah, that'd be dope if they did like a Disney Plus thing for that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be dope. All right, well, let's see what Idris does. Let's see what Margot Robbie does, and see what John Cena does. Let's see. We will see.
All the wrestlers are actors now.
But you know, a lot of them are gonna die like within the first act, like because you're gonna see what's name just blow them up.
They're already taking bets on it now. Who dies?
Say it again.
They're already taking bets online as to who dies in the movie.
Oh, really?
That is funny.
Yeah. Well, it seems like it's gonna be good. It's one thing that we will watch. Okay, so news is done. Let's move into rumors. We're moving on at a good pace here. I love it. First rumor up. Captain Marvel to team up with the Nova against Galactus in the future MCU film. That sounds like a great movie to watch. I don't know about y'all, but
I'm still waiting for Silver Surfer.
You still waiting for Silver Surfer? Well, if they do Galactus, they might have to like sprinkle him in somewhere into another.
It'd have to be a bonus scene.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah, post credit.
I could see this happening in the Marvels, Captain Marvel second movie.
Yeah, I think that's the plan, is to set up Nova and Captain Marvel, or the Marvels, and then do a separate movie where it would just be Captain Marvel and Nova after he's introduced. They would fight Galactus, and it might even be tied into Secret Invasion for Disney Plus.
Yeah,
because it'd be nice to see Galactus as to let you know what she was saying in Endgame, as there are like other planets out there, and other galaxies that she has to protect.
Definitely, because we're only on a street level right now, and some of the space verse, I want to say, we have so much to get into. There's so much stuff that they could do. Like you said, once I wouldn't know, who would you cast for Silver Surfer? Would you do Keanu for that?
No.
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. No. Okay. He said, Keanu Reeves, like that Keanu, that Reeves.
That'll waste this character. I think I'd do a whole brand new person on a brand new actor on Silver Surfer.
It may have to be a new actor.
Because you're going to
say Vin Diesel, but no way.
Hell no.
You're gonna cover him up with so much makeup, you're not gonna recognize who it is. So it's good for
fully CG. That's the thing. Like, you have seen his human form in the cartoon, as I remember, but most of the time he would be a fully CG character.
Yeah, they could give the full backstory of the Silver Surfer too. A good origin story for him would be great. Honestly speaking, that would be so dope. But yeah, man. I mean, that seems like a movie I would watch, to know that all of this is going on. Captain Marvel, Nova, and Galactus. Oh my!
And he won't be a storm cloud.
I know. What were they thinking, right? What were
they were assholes.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
but
why they got bought.
Yeah, but the thing about it is,
they know what they were doing. Like WarnerMedia doesn't know what they're doing.
What they did with that one scene where Silver Surfer just surfed right through the bus, and it was in slow motion.
That was the best part of the movie.
Oh my gosh, I'll pay movie right now to go see it again. Like that one part was so dope. And then when he grabbed homeboy in the air, what's his name?
Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Those two parts made you think that movie was like watchable.
Yeah, all the scenes with Silver Surfer was what I watched that movie for. You know what I'm saying?
Other than that shit was shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so that's a good one. All right, next thing up, we got new Captain America to appear in. Oh, did you? Damn, I didn't even know that was on there. Did we even talk about it on the free show?
No, we didn't talk about it earlier.
No, but we're going to talk about it now.
New Captain America to appear in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I put this in here. I just copied it in there and I didn't even read it. It's crazy.
And I think he should appear in Wakanda Forever because he needs to tweak that suit.
Yes, he does. He needs a tailor. He needs to see the tailor. He was like, "Who made this?" Yeah, I wasn't here. I wasn't here when y'all made this suit. Yeah, cause y'all like
y'all didn't size me right.
What you said?
Y'all didn't size me right.
Exactly. It was like, yo,
make it look less like a firecracker ice pop.
It's like, this is not the 90s. Why is it so baggy on me? Like, what's man? Like, come on, like, real talk. And when I saw it, I was like, it was melodramatic when they showed. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they had to CGI some of the suit because it was baggy and it was impossible for it to fit the way it fit on him.
I could see that.
If they would have CG'd the whole thing, it probably would have looked better, right?
Probably, but a lot.
Probably it's like what they did in Endgame when they didn't know what the suits were going to look like and they just like superimposed it on them. But
when he walks into Wakanda, he's gonna start breakdancing.
Stop it!
Just spin on
Stop it with the.
He's gonna spin on the wings.
Stop it with the black jokes. No, for him to go to Wakanda would be dope. That would be something that for him to, like, to go to Wakanda, because he would, if he's still cool with the Winter Soldier and the White Wolf, it would play into the character. I like how they did that, and that's one of the things I did like about the Captain America and sorry, Falcon and
Winter Soldier.
That's what I did like about it, that they incorporated the Black Panther into it. That's a good rumor. I could see it happening. They already had like the little them in the series, so
something might happen. He owes them the favor to go back down and help him out.
Right.
I need to add a part 2 to this rumor because I totally forgot to add this in. That there will be no more Bucky Barnes in the MCU. So will he be changing his name? And will he be going to Wakanda with the new Captain America?
I think he's coming with him.
Because there's questions after the Dormelage did that to his arm and hit him in 3 spots and shot his arm off like he was a rock'em sock'em robot.
Yeah.
So there's questions to be answered with that. But there's a rumor that there is no more Bucky Barnes in the MCU.
Well, they probably just graduated that. He's officially Winter Soldier. He's just going to be Winter Soldier.
I mean, not Bucky Barnes. I'm sorry. There is no more Winter Soldier. So is this because he finished out the book? He disassociated himself with Winter Soldier. Will he be
really? Bucky? Winter Soldier?
Wolf. Yeah, there's no more Winter Soldier.
That's official?
That's official.
Should it be White Wolf or
you got to think about it. That Winter Soldier phase is over because when you think about Winter Soldier, you think about everything that happened in Civil War, everything,
the Hydra connection,
right? So is he going to be just Bucky Barnes or is he going to be the White Wolf?
White Wolf sounds kind of dope.
Yeah,
I would pay to see White Wolf. The White Wolf would be dope. All right, since this I'm gonna skip over the next one and just go right to this one because it's in the same breath. Namor to be the villain in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We all knew this was gonna happen, and this is like you said in the pre-show in Endgame, they was talking about the tremors under the earth, and then all the way into like I think Iron Man 2. They were talking about when Iron Man was talking to Nick Fury in the back screen. You seen that they had something on the map about right around Wakanda where Namor would be. So they've been sprinkling it in. If they do this is a rumor. If they do this, it would give the storyline a little bit. It would give the storyline some feet because maybe Namor is the one that kills T'Challa. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is what the rumor, the way I read it was that originally it was going to be Namor versus T'Challa. Then Chadwick Boseman died. So now they may rework the angle where it's like, okay, T'Challa dies from an illness, and Namor and the rest of the Atlantis people now see they can take advantage of Wakanda. So it becomes like a little bit of a war, but ultimately he'll turn good at some point.
Shuri would have to step up.
Yeah, or if they resurrect Killmonger, which I hope they don't do, but I'm afraid that's what's going to happen.
I hope not. But I was going to touch on that too, because originally I saw, before Chadwick Boseman died, that they talked about Namor being the villain in Black Panther, and it was supposed to be called Black Panther: The Two Kings, which would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
Charlotte and King of Wakanda.
But you see, the thing about it, if they do, we're talking about comics, and this is all fictitious and everything. They can bring back whoever. I know it would be corny to bring Michael B. Jordan back, but if they do the multiverse thing, and in one universe, Killmonger is the Black Panther, and then they bring him.
That's been talked about.
That would make sense, and he'll be a good version. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be the Black Panther. That would be dope. But because honestly, I'm gonna be very honest. I don't want them not to recast T'Challa. They need to recast T'Challa. I know that people are saying that, oh, it's because of his role and he did it so well. Yes, and rest in
But you
peace
see,
to
you gotta understand too, and I see both sides of the equation. Where I mean, I'm emotional about Chadwick Boseman. I thought he was pretty damn awesome, but let's not forget there were people who saw Black Panther and felt Michael B. Jordan stole the show, and that they should have switched roles.
Yeah, it could have been. He
And
could have. Yeah, he could have been. He could have been T'Challa the whole time.
yeah,
But
and look, these characters, it's like James Bond. It doesn't matter who plays the part, even though we're attached to like Downey as Iron Man, they're gonna get changed at some point.
it is, but it's just because it kind of looks tasteless when he
Yeah.
dies, and then they just announce, okay, so and so will be taking the role. But I think that they definitely got to have T'Challa, because I want to see T'Challa get married to Storm. I want to see that, like I want to see that story. So it's like, come on, man, like they gotta do something about that. They can't just write him out.
We do.
What
do we do?
I don't know. We'll
Just
see.
find
We'll
a
see.
good actor that can honor his legacy, but also move it forward.
But like I said, that guy from Bridgerton.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
They found out it looked like Mark Hamill and as Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. He could do anything now.
Yeah, but that's if they're gonna do that. I don't think they should. I don't think they should do a CGI like how they did for
Yeah, I don't think they have a footage to do it.
Yeah, for the Mandalorian. I don't think they could do that, because on top of that, it wouldn't be good, because Mark
Like
Hamill
what they did with Princess Leia in Rise of Skywalker, it was just awkward the way they tried to bring her back.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. It was just like
Weekend at Bernie's awkward.
Yeah, like you don't need those scenes where you bring somebody from the dead, even like in Fast and the Furious where they had what's his name,
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
It was just like, I understand he died during the shooting of it, so you really got to finish it. So that make a little sense, but it was kind of awkward seeing him at the end where his brother took on the role and they superimposed his face.
Yeah, that fake smile. Let's go ride.
Yeah, it was kind of like, it was kind of awkward. Like, for people who don't know, they won't know, but the people that do know, it's like, oh man, that was kind of.
But you can tell when you watch it.
Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, so just to sum that up, Namor will be a great villain.
I wonder who they're gonna pick to play him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yo, we need to have a board up. We need to have a board up or something.
That could be Keanu.
I could see Keanu do it.
Keanu can play that, but then they said they want him to, like, Craven the what's his name, the Hunter.
Oh, he'll be good for Craven also. Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, Craven the Hunter for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
but Sinister Six.
Yeah. Oh, there was another trailer I was supposed to put up in here, but we didn't get the trailers yet. We're moving kind of. There's another one I want to put in there. All right, so let me go back. So that's good. Let's go to this one right here. Damn, my thing is not. What's going on here? It's not work. Oh, there it goes. Okay, Margot Robbie wants WarnerMedia to bring Poison Ivy into the DCEU. Okay.
Obvious who plays Harley Quinn, so that would be a totally like a Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy story.
Yeah, that's what she wants.
Where it should be.
And it makes me think. Was Poison Ivy inside? I mean, I'm cutting you off. Go ahead, speak, Brett. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking about it. I was like, if Margot Robbie wants it, it means it's going to be a Poison Ivy.
Margot Robbie
story. So which should be Poison Ivy origin story splashed with Selena Kyle in it, which would make more sense.
Which would make sense, and that's how you should do it if you were directing it and you was producing. You know what I'm saying? But guess who's producing it? You know, like it's like they're gonna do it their way. So, I mean, listen, what in the movie with Harley Quinn, wasn't Poison Ivy was in that?
No,
she was.
Birds of Prey
No,
wasn't it?
it wasn't.
Like,
Okay,
they have an animated series together.
yeah, okay, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Man, listen, if they do it, oh man, I think. Oh, I thought we lost you.
See, Warner is all over the place. That's what happens with the DCEU. They just too all over the place.
It's like they just want to get the character on the screen without building it up properly.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. But
it's
anyways, I mean, Poison Ivy would be a good addition if they do it right, because they could give her a good origin story and make it, and it would be good if they did it.
They won't give her a good origin story.
Yeah, they gotta get.
I want to see Poison Ivy with Swamp Thing. Nobody's ever done that.
Nobody's ever done Swamp Thing. Well, actually, no. There was a Swamp Thing series, and
Yeah,
it got canceled.
Yeah, it got canceled in one season.
You know what was crazy? How when they did the thing on the Flash, and they did Crisis, they went to that universe. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like seeing a piece of that. That's crazy. Oh man, we just need the people from CW to do this shit.
Seriously.
They'll make it
they
make
should handle everything like with the movies. Why do they have this Chinese guy doing it?
He wants to make toys.
I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just saying, like, that's who's running.
All right, let's move on to trailers right now. We did our damn thing with rumors. And the first trailer up that let me see if I can get that.
Can we pull that? Yeah. Can we pull that on the board?
What, the trailer? The actual trailer that I'm gonna do now? I don't think we could pull the trailer because they I don't like to do that. That's why I'm on the.
Yeah, they'll try to flag you.
Put the movie poster up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up. So the first trailer that we're gonna talk about today is Venom. Let there be carnage.
Boo.
One
thumbs up, one thumbs down. I'm not too sure, but I think Woody Harrelson will pull it out. Anything he's in, he's good.
Yeah. Chill out. My cat is like trying to jump on my lap here. This
hell is this?
Like I just focused in on
a lot of goo. It's a lot of goo on the screen. It's like it's gonna be a lot of CGI going on.
It's too much. It's to me, it's like
Sony overdoing it again.
Yeah.
I'll give credit where credit's due. I like the idea of Woody Harrelson as Carnage. The costume looks great on screen, but that trailer was terrible.
Yeah, they don't do like honestly. All right, so look, like
I guess I wanted to show you Carnage.
They just wanted to get to it right away. It's like they be blowing their load too fast. The thing about this is that for Venom 1, when they did the trailer, I didn't like it. I thought it was bad.
They gave you all
the mask
movie in the trailer, so you weren't in the movie.
Say it again.
They gave you the best parts of the movie in the trailer, so you weren't excited for nothing in the movie. Like it was real lackluster when you got to those parts.
Yeah, it was kind of lackluster, but it was just like one of those things. It's like, come on, man! Like you could have spent more time on this, and the whole storyline was not even super. I don't know. I guess there were like 2-3 scenes in it that was pretty cool, but I don't know.
Whatever.
And we used to call the symbiote. We called it symbiote. Why is it symbiote? What the hell is that?
Symbiote. It's the truth.
Fucking Hollywood people, man.
Hollywood trying to be trying to push their way too much on us, man.
You see, and it's kind of like the same thing I felt with the Morbius movie. The Morbius movie it's like it's filmed the same way. Like, what's up with it? This stuff look kind of dry, don't it?
Yeah, Biden doesn't have his hands on them.
But some way, somehow, they're supposed to fit Tom Holland in these series of movies that are coming out.
So there's a theory about this, and I'm going to bring it up now. That apparently, if you notice in the Venom trailer, like they showed a Daily Bugle newspaper, and it's the same Daily Bugle logo from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. They say that in No Way Home, that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is going to get sucked out of his universe during the events of Spider-Man 2. So it's going to completely change his timeline to where Spider-Man 3 never happened, and that the Tom Hardy Venom is replacing Topher Grace's Venom.
Oh, wow. So, okay.
So it would completely erase Spider-Man 3 altogether, and Sam Raimi could like do a new movie down the line.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know. It sounds plausible. Who knows?
No, I'm not saying that it's not plausible, but it's just. Like, it's kind of like when you mess up a superhero movie. It's like when you try to fix it, it's just like it's cool. I mean, it makes
Back to the Future Part 2.
Look, the multiverse is the best thing that ever happened to directors and producers because now they can erase whatever they did as a fuck up.
Yeah, I mean the multiverse is good in its own. They could just basically say that he was you know, in a different universe.
He was Earth. He's not main 616.
Yeah,
not main 616. It's not our Earth.
Right. So I mean, this trailer, we give it a. You said how much out of 10?
0.
He said 0.
It's an automatic fail.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'll
give it a 4.
I'm gonna give it. You give it a 4. I give it a 2.
That's generous.
I give it a 2 for the second film. Other than that, I don't know about this.
There was so much going on in that trailer.
We should do
see this shit.
We should do a reaction to it. We should do one. We should do a reaction to it. I should do it. We should play it, but
we sitting there like, oh my god, it's horrible.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand. But anyways, Woody Harrelson is what making me want to see it. You know, honestly,
I mean, anything he's in is good. So it's like, hey, even Zombieland, he makes Zombieland good.
Yeah, he does. All right, so all right, moving on to the next one. The Hitman wife's bodyguard.
That should be part 2. That's about to be some shit.
Yeah, first one was fun.
It was
real fun.
It was. I enjoyed it. I love the banter between both of them. It was done well, and it wasn't low budget either. You know that it was done.
I like to see Deadpool and Nick Fury out of costume every now and then talking shit like they still are Deadpool and Nick Fury.
But let me tell you something. And I'm not trying to get me too'd here, but this woman here, she is beyond beautiful, and I don't know.
Your wife is in the room, Chris.
She's not here. She's not here. She's not here. She's not here. Yo, she's beautiful, man. Like I would listen from back in
Desperado.
Yeah, but no, really, wasn't that her in the Tarantino movie Dusk Till Dawn? That was her on the table.
Yeah, that was her. The Twister.
Gosh, son,
she's in a new movie with Owen Wilson too,
and she doesn't age a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she doesn't age at all.
Oh yeah, I saw that the one with Owen Wilson on Amazon. I watched that one.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I forgot the name of it, but I did watch it.
We should review that because the way it ended, it sucked.
Yeah, it didn't finish it properly, but that was I watched that one, and she's an Eternals, so it's like,
yeah,
you know, yo, she is beautiful. So this, I'm very hyped to see this movie. And the trailer, you said there was a second trailer. I didn't see the second one, but
today, like this morning.
Yeah, I'll watch that one, but the one that I saw before it looked good. Ryan Reynolds is a great actor. So is Sam Jackson, and Selma Hayek is come on. It's Star power right here. All star power.
Selma Hayek has always been bad. Remember, it was always the top two with her was Selma Hayek and Penelope Cruz.
Penelope Cruz, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch the first movie over again. I remember it and was really good, but just to watch it leading up to this, I could get all the beats on it. So there was another movie that I wanted to watch. I don't know if you guys seen the trailer. It was called The Protege. Did y'all see this?
No.
Well, Michael Keaton and Michael Keaton and what's that girl name from Femlock?
Maggie Q, who I also have a crush on.
Oh, here it goes right here. I'll show it to you.
I did hear about this movie, but I didn't see the trailer.
Oh man, the trailer was good. It's called The Protege, and Sam Jackson is in it. So this movie, you got to watch it when you get a chance. Write it down, watch the trailer. It was actually something on it just popped up on Instagram, and I was like, this looks good. But yeah, her name is Maggie Q. Maggie Q.
She's awesome.
Michael Keaton and Samuel L. Jackson. Michael Keaton looks like, whenever they have a big movie come up, they always do movies around it to to help it, but it's a good trailer.
Robert Patrick is in it too.
Robert Patrick?
Two Batmans.
Robert Patrick, that's the dude that played in
Robert Patrick. There's a
Terminator 2.
He said Robert. I was like, yo, Robert Pattinson is trying to really will. And I know that Brad hates Robert Pattinson. He's like, yo, the Twilight dude. I liked Robert Pattinson in Tenet, though. I did like him in that one. He was okay. Did y'all see Tenet? I know Andre saw Tenet. Did you see Tenet?
No, he was good in Tenet.
Yeah, we need to talk about Tenet as well.
The movie was 7 years too late.
It had issues. I mean, it was okay.
The time, the way they dealt with time sucked.
What, you didn't like stuff seeing going?
I mean, it was dope doing the reverse thing, but it was like 7 to 10 years too late. They should have came out with this movie.
And I didn't like the acting all around, other than Pattinson, was kind of bland. Like the whole I am protagonist thing.
Pattinson was freaking Edward from Twilight all over again. Just with color.
This guy just hates Pattinson, son. Really? He just hates Pattinson.
Oh God, he better do a bang up job in Batman. I promise you.
No, I think he is. I want to give him.
Why? Because he was a vampire.
He was banging Zoe Kravitz on the Batmobile, so that tells you he's getting into Batman shape.
Man.
All right, let's move on to the last thing for the toy that's being released, and the toy is
Funko Venom. Let there be carnage.
Yeah, the Funko Pop. Funko Pop. I don't know what I'm saying.
Probably the only good thing coming out of this movie.
Yeah.
Oh boy, so. I have it up here. Which one is it? Because I see more than one.
Oh, that first one, that's the Carnage Pop.
This one?
Yeah, the other one is the Venom Pop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's both of them together.
That looks good.
They do.
It looks good. What's this one? You got this one? This is from the first movie?
That is from this one, but that's him transforming into Carnage, which is kind of
that's dope right there.
I actually like that one better than the new one.
Yeah, I do. Okay, guys. It seems like we got to the end, but yeah, man. This is Cinematic Talk, and thank you for how I started it. Cinematic. Cinematic. Cinematic Talk. This was a good episode, episode 5. If you do want to contact us, hit us up on Twitter, Cinematic Talk, #Cinematic Talk. Yeah, man. I'm thinking about doing some giveaways or something. I don't know.
We definitely got to start.
T-shirts.
Yeah, T-shirts or or like a gift card or something to the movies. Get people back in the movies.
Gift card to 7-Eleven.
It'd be good. 7-Eleven. He said something at 7-Eleven. That's what you
Yeah, like a free Slurpee card or something. A little discount.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. But I gotta think of something. I gotta really get something there because I want us to do some contests and see, But yeah, episode 5, man. This is good. We got a lot under our belt here.
A giveaway or two. You never know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is a good idea. Funko Pop. Yo, just cut the check. Come on, where y'all at? No, but this one was fun. Even though we didn't have a lot of movies to review, we went through a lot of stuff.
Wakanda going around in the rumors today.
Yeah, a lot of Wakanda. But for the most one, the one that we talked about that got me the most hype for was what? Which one? We spoke about. I guess it is the Wakanda ones.
Yeah, well, the Namor rumor really excites me. He's long overdue.
Yeah.
Really. Definitely. I need to see who they're gonna pick for Namor. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I want to say that Namor is gonna be a good addition for real. Oh, and when we spoke about Nobody, also Nobody was Nobody is a good movie. Please go watch that. Anyways, yeah, for the most part, we're good. We are out. Anything you want to say, Andre? Anything you got to get out? Be rad.
Yeah, real quick. So,
Namor.
Oh, what?
Namor.
He just ran in the ocean and got him. What are you saying, Andre?
Yeah, real quick. So, I have a couple of my movies that I did that are on DVDs being sold on Amazon, but Amazon is getting rid of their DVD on demand service. So you have until June 4th if you want to pick up any of the films I have. Go to my website, ajepixproductions.com. You'll see the whole listing of what's available, and you can still get.
Ooh, I want to own them too.
I'll send you the link when we get off.
Yeah, I do. AJEpics.com, you said?
AJ Epics Productions.
Oh, productions.com?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take that off. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, okay.
That's why I have the link at the bottom of the video.
Yeah. Click the link at the bottom of the video on that AJEpics.com. You should have told me that. I didn't know you were going to do that. I would have had it right.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, that's dope. I really want to own them. So how much properties do you have on there that you can get on DVD?
It's most of my initial stuff going back to like 2005. So I think there's probably about 5 or 6 movies up.
The one with the egg or whatever. What was that was your first
one? I don't have up because it's union stuff that I can't like sell it that easily. Okay. But you can see the movie on my Vimeo page if you want to check that out. Vimeo AJ Epics.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that's cool. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Next week we will have a new show for you, and that's it. We're out. Cinematic Talk, and we out.
Cinematic Talk.